Okay, thanks, Zach. Well, today is St. Patrick's Day. It's a day to commemorate St. Patrick, the arrival of Christianity in Ireland, and the Irish culture in general. Ryan Rumbaugh joins us live from one of Jefferson City's favorite Irish pubs, where festivities will begin later on today. Hey, Ryan.
Good morning, Megan. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm here this morning at Paddy Malone's Irish Pub in Jeff City, and I'm here with Alan. Good morning.
Kid Mila Falcha, Hannah Fela Padraig. So
right back at you.
Yeah, 100,000 welcomes and a happy St. Patrick's
Yes,
Day.
happy St. Patrick's Day. It's probably one of your favorite days of the year, right?
It is, you know, and it is. It always has been. Ever since I was a kid back home up in Hannibal, we always celebrated St. Patrick's Day, and always with a bit of reverence as well as a good time.
Now, I got to ask, what the heck are we doing outside right now?
Well,
why aren't we inside partying yet?
Right,
I'm ready.
Missouri liquor law says that no one can be on the premise of the business until 6 a.m. So that's why we're out here for the next 20 minutes.
Yes,
or
so at 6, I'm busting in the door.
All right.
I'm ready to go.
All right.
Now, you guys had the parade here this past weekend. How was it? Tell me about it.
Yeah, it was wonderful. We had a great turnout.
Yeah.
So I tell you, one of the big surprises was the Jefferson City Fire Department's Pipe and Drum Corps, which is just formed, and they made their public debut here. Bagpipes and drums. It was fantastic.
Oh, I wish I could have been there.
Yeah.
I'm Irish myself, if you can't tell already, but we've always, at family parties, we've had bagpipes and things like that, so that's always a blast.
Sure.
Now, you know a lot about St. Patrick's Day and about Irish culture. Tell us, you know, maybe our viewers at home, what St. Patrick's Day is really about.
Well, it's really about, it's the feast day of St. Patrick, who's the patron saint of Ireland, and not just for the Catholics, but also for the Protestant church in Ireland. St. Patrick was the patron saint. He was a Briton of Roman descent, and when he was 16, he was captured by the Celtic people of Ireland and brought over as a slave. And he worked a number of years as a slave, tending cattle for these Gaelic chieftains, and then he escaped. And he had a vision from God. God told him that he needed to go back and convert the pagan Celts to Christianity.
Okay.
And he did. After studying at seminary, or monastery, I should say, he then went back to Ireland, and knowing the culture of the people and knowing the language, he had a foot up, and he was able, within 100 years, Patrick and his followers were able to convert the entire island of Ireland from pagan Druidism to Christianity. That's the celebration of the day.
And now in the United States, it's a little different, celebrating Irish culture. And I did some research. You know, the drinking, it comes from Lent and the fact that they're allowed to skip that fast for the day.
That's right.
That's
they have a dispensation. There's you can have a few pops on St. Pat's Day. But you know, with the Irish Americans, it became our day. It became our day to celebrate our ancestry and the sacrifice that our parents and our forefathers had made coming to this country.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun, an excuse to wear green and celebrate culture. Well, when we come back, I'm going to bust down the door and get inside, and we're going to start the party here at Paddy Malone's. But for now, we'll send it back to you, Megan.
Sounds like the place to go after work today.
I missed the beginning. Did they already get kicked out of the bar?
Yeah, Ryan got a little too rowdy. That's what happened.
Throwing bows.
Did you know that shamrocks in the color green have been worn on St. Patrick's Day since the early 1680s? Ryan Rumbaugh joins us live from a local Irish pub in Jefferson City with more fun facts about St. Patty's Day. Hey, Ryan.
Good morning, Megan. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We're at Paddy Malone's this morning in Jefferson City, and I'm here with Alan. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Top of the morning in our best Hollywood Irish accent.
Yes, exactly. Now we're inside, hanging out inside the bar. This is a great little bar. If you take a look around, it's very Irish, very festive in here.
I hope so.
I love it, I love it. Well, tell me about what's going on here today.
Well, we'll open at 11, and we'll have corned beef and cabbage, new potatoes, and soda bread for lunch and throughout the day. About 150 pounds of corned beef, 200 pounds of cabbage and potatoes each. Wow. And we'll serve that until it's gone. We'll also have fish and chips.
Nice.
And then, of course, this evening, about 5 o'clock, our trad session band will start playing traditional songs and tunes. And then tonight at 8 o'clock, the Jefferson City Fire Department, their pipe and drum corps is going to be in. So
it's going to be a good time all day long.
It always is, yeah.
All day long. You said it's a tradition for some people to come in and grab lunch. And tell me a little bit about the whole deal with corned beef and cabbage in America.
Well, corned beef and cabbage is not from Ireland. It's an Irish-American feast. In Ireland, they eat bacon and cabbage, and their bacon is like, it's back bacon. It's not our streaky bacon like we have. But when the Irish immigrants came to the United States, they ended up in the same neighborhoods as the Jewish immigrants, and the Jewish immigrants had the delicatessens and the butcher shops. Well, they're not going to have any bacon, but they do have this brisket, and it's red, and it's kind of the same color. And so the Irish, as we have known to do, we made do with what we could get our hands on. And so, yeah, that's why it's become the Irish-American feast dinner on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, that's always one of my favorite parts about St. Patrick's Day. My parents make it, and we have the soda bread and everything going on like that. Well, in a little bit, we're going to come back. We're going to talk about some Irish drinks, because tis the season, or tis the day for that. But for now, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thanks, Zach. As we've been saying all day, it's St. Patrick's Day, but what is the holiday really all about? Ryan Rumbaugh joins us live from a local Irish pub in Jefferson City, where the party begins later today.
Good morning, Megan. Yes, it's St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I saw you look great walking around in your green in front of the green screen. But this morning we're at Paddy Malone's Irish Pub in Jefferson City, and I'm here with Alan. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're starting the day off with a nice little pint there. Tell me about some of the beers you guys got on tap.
Well, we have 5 drafts from Ireland, and we have, of course, Guinness, and then we have Smithwick's, which is a red Irish ale. We also have Kilkenny, which is a cream ale. And we have Harp, which is a lager, and we have Magner's Vintage Cider, which comes from County Tipperary, and they're all imported from Ireland.
Yeah, I've had Magner's before. It's good. It's, It's a cider.
Yeah, it's light, it's bubbly, and it dances on your tongue.
Yeah, we were chatting about Guinness. It takes a long time to pour a Guinness, right?
A minute and 59 seconds to properly pour a pint. If you go into a bar and they pour you up a Guinness and they hand it right to you,
send it back.
Turn around. Yeah.
You want the proper pour.
Right.
Now, you know, it's tradition to have a pint, but we also hear a lot about Irish whiskey on St. Patrick's Day.
Irish whiskey, Irish invented whiskey, and so they've shared that art with the rest of the world. But of course, we have Jameson, Powers, Paddy, and Bushmills.
Which one's your favorite?
My favorite is Powers, because it has a vanilla honey tint. But don't drink too much of this stuff, or you'll see those snakes that St. Patrick drove away. So.
Well, very good. What's going on here today at Paddy Malone?
Well, we open at 11, corned beef and cabbage, and then this afternoon, 5 o'clock, we're going to have traditional music and songs with the local session players. And then at 8 o'clock, the Jefferson City Fire Department's pipe and drum corps will be in.
And you said they were at the parade this Saturday,
right? They sure were.
And they did a great job. Well,
it's fantastic. Their first public appearance. We're proud to have them here.
Okay, well, thanks for having us this morning. And you said there's a traditional Irish cheers.
Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Health.
And that means health. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. If you want to come celebrate, check out Paddy Malone's all day long. It's going to be a great time. But for now, we'll send it back to you guys.